Hi, everyone. I want to talk to you guys today about choosing a topic. And I guess the subset is the question, what do colleges want to hear about me or about students? What is it that they're looking for? And what can happen is that sometimes students then will get nervous about the topic they pick because they wonder if it's appropriate or not, and will it help them get in? Is it something that's going to help them stand out? So I understand that stress, and I understand the concern, and I understand that people want to stand out, and that's my job, is to help students in their writing stand out. But that's done not by the topic choice itself. So the topic can be very dramatic. I almost died scuba diving, which is a true topic that a student of mine wrote about based on the experience she had. Or, I worked in this fancy lab creating a robot while I was interning at Stanford, or I was working in a lab on a blood disease. And all those sound really exciting and interesting, but they're only as exciting and interesting as much as you can share about what's important to you, and that the colleges, the university can get to know you as your own person, as an individual. So in terms of what the colleges want to know, is they want to get to know you, your individuality, what makes you who you are. And of course, that can be very intimidating, but it's your likes, your dislikes, your passions, your perspectives, how you've learned over the course of your life so far, things that you value. And that could come from writing about really about anything. So one story I'd like to share is that a topic that seems really kind of silly, but turned out to be quite profound, is someone wrote about shaving. And for him, it turns out it was about a rite of passage, a turning from young adolescence into later adolescence. And what does it mean to be growing up physically, but of course, more than physically, emotionally, mentally. And so that topic of a guy shaving became very interesting. And we learned about this person. It's kind of quirky and finds humor in it, almost like a Larry David kind of topic. And that fit for that student. So for you, you want to choose something that speaks to you and what you find interesting, what you find amusing, what you find is profound for you. And that may be very non-sexy, non-dramatic on the surface, but once you share your story, you're talking about yourself, sharing from your heart and from your pain and from your joy, then colleges will get to know you. Part of the way people will get to know you is your voice as well. And that I'll talk about in another video, but your voice is how you convey personality in writing through the words you choose and the structure of your sentences. And that's a certain style. Now, most high school writers are not helped in developing the style. You're basically spending time filling a structure for analysis and argument. But in the personal narrative that the Common App asks you to write from, you have more opportunity to voice yourself in terms of word choice, in terms of how you structure the sentences, but also structure the paragraphs. So that's a way of helping you stand out as well. But in terms of, again, topic, what I want to reiterate that you want to choose something that speaks to you personally. And even if that topic's been written about a lot, let's say COVID, right? And which was a topic that everyone had the opportunity to write about last year, your individual experience with COVID is going to be different than your friends. And the way you share your particular experience is going to be your experience. Now, and the way you do that is to break generic, broad explanations or generic descriptions. And so that's a different topic in terms of how you talk about your personal experience. That to break generic experiences, and when you're sharing in language, you want to use specific particular words and images, et cetera, that speak to you. So someone who grew up in Manhattan and their experience with COVID might be different than someone who is in a suburb of Cincinnati, just off the top of my head. So just to recap, in terms of topic, whatever you are most interested in writing about, you should pay most attention to. And you want to give yourself the freedom to explore that in specific ways. And what you'll be doing is helping the college get to know you and what you feel excited about and what moves you. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Bye.